one of the most powerful verses in the Bible. Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 5. God says, "Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. I appointed you a prophet to the nations." Now listen. Most people read that verse and they think it simply means God has a plan for me. Yes, but it is deeper than that. Because Jeremiah 1-5 is not a motivational quote. It is a calling statement. It is God explaining how purpose works. Let's break it down slowly. First, God says, "Before I formed you in the womb." That means your purpose did not start when you became an adult. It did not start when you discovered your gift.
Alright, we the Hebrew Israelites come out here weekend in and weekend out to prophesy the downfall of America, to let you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans know that you are the biblical Israelites according to the scriptures. And before we begin, as always, we like to say all praises to Yahweh,
Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Makakadash.
double honors to our elders at Great Millstone, honor to all the brethren out here doing the work in the will of the Father in truth and sincerity. And this is Jeremiah chapter 28, verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence. So when a prophet comes out, he comes to prophesy, meaning to say before, to tell them events that shall take place before they happen. And these events, these prophecies that we come to warn you of, are the war, evil, and pestilence, which are to come to these kingdoms and countries. Verse 9, the prophet which prophesy of peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that the Lord have truly sent him. So when these prophecies come to pass, you're going to understand and well know that a prophet have been amongst you. For these prophecies shall not bring peace, but they shall indeed bring war, evil, and pestilence. Once again, they shall indeed bring war, evil, and pestilence. All right? So, as we can see in the news, or on the war front, shall I say, you still have Iran, those phonies that's in the land claiming to be a people that they're not, or who you will know as Israel, and America still going at it.
This is what the President of the United States of America was posting at 8:22 p.m. last night. He posted an image of the Strait of Hormuz, but here in this image, he calls it the Strait of Trump. And I get it, no one needs to explain to me how narcissism works. But while the rest of the world's leaders are preparing their people for potential food and gas rations, our leader isn't even preparing concepts of a plan. Said he's having a ball, no pun intended, reposting AI-generated images and preparing what kind of Italian marble and gold he wants to use to construct his new ballroom on the taxpayers' dime. While we could all potentially be straight out of food and straight out of gas in a few months. I don't know about you, but this is starting to look a lot less like that golden era he promised all of his MAGAs and more.
Continue to go at it, and it will not be no peace. That's what whole First Thessalonians chapter 5. And it will be no peace because of what? Because of the will of the Father, man. All right, what you are witnessing the purpose. You are witnessing the mission, the playbook, the plot, plan, and scheme of Yahweh Yahushua playing out in the earth. And it's going to continue to play out. All right? And what are you witnessing? You are witnessing the downfall of Babylon the Great, or what you will know as America. This is what you're witnessing. And it shall not get any better, man. every day that you wake up, it's going to continually get worse and worse and worse. So if you people are of the mind frame that tomorrow is going to bring a brighter day, then guess what? You're sadly mistaken. Tomorrow is going to bring a damn darker day. Tomorrow is going to bring in another cloud storm. You see? Go ahead with what you hold.
It's the book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 1. But of the times and the season, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you.
So we need no one to write unto us. Why? Because we have the light. Why? Because we have the vision. Why? Because we have the truth of the scriptures. All right? And we get this from who? From Yahweh Shai. Not of ourselves, but of him that called us. You see that?
But of the times and the season, brethren, they have no need that I write unto you. Also, a good precept for that is the second chapter. The Most High Himself is making this thing plain for us to see. You know, you don't even, just open up a news, a news article or a news page, and you're gonna see the downfall of America, Babylon the Great, right before your eyes, man. You don't even need us to come out and teach. But then again, you do, because Jake out here, willfully ignorant, man.
Yeah, because like you said, you do need us to come out and teach, because you can see the downfall. All right, there's a lot of Jake out here that see this downfall, and they know that shit ain't right. But you need the prophets to give you what? The prophets come out to what? To prophesy. Meaning to tell you events that shall take place before they happen. So if you want to know the future and where things are headed, in order to get that part, you got to come to the prophets. So you can know and see the destruction. But what comes after the destruction? That's the thing. You see?
They have an escape plan.
Exactly. So a lot of you, Jake, you see what's going on. You see the downfall, but because you're not spiritual and you don't listen to the prophets, you have no clue, no idea what's next.
Exactly.
So to you see these things, and with your part of mind, the best thing that you do, or that you feel like the best thing to do, is to what? Food prep, doomsday prepping. You see that? You think that's the best thing for you to do? Go out and buy a bunch of ammo and guns, preparing for civil unrest. You think that's the best thing for you to do? You stacking up bread, stacking up money. You know what I'm saying? Putting it up under your pillowcase because the bank's gonna collapse. Because you think that all you're gonna have to do is wait out everything.
Exactly.
If I just wait out everything, I'm gonna be all right.
America's gonna bounce back. They always bounce back.
Exactly.
The mindset is,
I just gotta weigh out all the chaos, and then the civil society gonna come back, and then we're gonna start to rebuild America again, and then I'm gonna be good.
Exactly.
No, that's not what's gonna happen, man. So you gotta understand what's gonna take place. And in the scriptures, while you see all these things taking place that you are already witnessing, that glittering sword is gonna come, man. That's what's gonna come. It ain't no, I'm gonna wait it out.
Exactly.
No. Listen, when this chaos happens, as this third war continues, and everything start to really intensify, and then them ICBM nuclear missiles get to flying out, no, it ain't no.
It's over with.
once things become civil, no, it's like you said, it's over with. It's desolation over here. So, go ahead.
Just to quote, the scriptures do say, and he that escapeth the hunger, the sword shall get him.
It's facts.
What did the elder just quote? The glittering sword, man.
Yep.
That nuke. You can have all these things, you can have all these bags of rices and beans, and you know
Right.
what? You can escape the hunger. You may be able to escape the hunger. But once that nuke touches, it's over.
Ain't no getting past the king of terrorists. You got all that rice, you got all them rice and beans. Most High send a damn a fucking flock of rats just come through and eat up all your stuff.
God.
Oh yeah, bro.
Gotta praise that. Romans chapter 8 and verse 6. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace.
Exactly. You gotta have this. You gotta have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. This is where you're gonna get the peace. All right? Yeah. you sitting around here like you said, stocking up beans and rice, thinking you straight. You don't know that your house shop about to send a whole pack of rats through there and eat up all your stuff. You see that? Yo, man, you ain't fearing the king of terrorists. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You supposed to be coming back to your heritage.
Exactly.
Coming back to who you truly are, remembering the Creator in the days of thy youth before the evil days come not. You see that? So, hey, this is what you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans supposed to be on. Well, you are the biblical Israelites. If your father or your father is a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American, you are indeed the biblical Israelites, not according to your skin color, not according to the languages that you are speaking, not according to the lands that you are dwelling in. For the Israelites who have been scattered throughout the four corners of the earth due to our different captivities. And we may look like the other nations, but our seed, our lineage goes back to a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American. And that makes us a biblical Israelite.
Hey, Grandma Isaac and Jacob. So, 1 Thessalonians 5:1 again. But in the times and the season, brethren, they have no need that I write unto you. Verse 2, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
Yeah, the day of the Lord comes as a thief in the night. A thief comes in the night when you least expect it.
Exactly.
All right, and that's how he's coming upon you two-thirds, you know nothings. You damn Egyptians that continue to want to believe in Egypt and Pharaoh. Yo, he gonna come like a thief in the night upon you. You have no clue, no idea how close you are. Why? Because you have no idea of the what? Of the prophecies. So therefore, you cannot measure the times diligently within itself. You see?
What's it called? When the disciples asked Yahweh Shai when he was going to return, Yahweh Shai didn't give him a set date. What did he tell them? You're gonna see signs, and you're gonna see signs happening, right? Nation shall rise against nation, so on and so forth, man. These different prophecies. That's how you know when Yahweh Shai is gonna return, which is why we know that Yahweh Shai is on his way back. But you people think America's gonna bounce back because you don't really know the prophecies. That's the thing. And then us coming out to the highways and the hedges prophesying unto you about these things that are getting ready to come upon Babylon the Great. Not only are we prophesying unto you, but we're also giving you the escape plan, man. And that's the importance of knowing that you're an Israelite, because only you Israelites, you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, have access to that escape plan, man. These other nations don't have that. So, you really should, if you're an Israelite, man, it's a beautiful thing, bro. But then again, it's a dangerous thing too, because you actually have a father that's gonna spank your ass, man. 2nd Ezra 9th chapter. The same was known as death by pain.
Facts.
But this is the book of 1 Thessalonians, chapter 5 and verse 2. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
Exactly. So ain't gonna be no peace and safety. You see? No peace and safety is coming. Nowhere in that verse did you hear anything about a peace treaty, a peace plan being signed, a ceasefire being established forever. Nah, you ain't hear that, man. You see that? It say, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as if a woman that travaileth with child. You see that? So just like a woman cannot keep a baby within her womb once the 9 months hit, you cannot keep peace. No, destruction is coming. You see, the storm, the clouds are rolling in.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51, and I'm going to get straight to the point, verse 9. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go everyone into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies.
Yeah, so her ways, her iniquities have reached into the heavens.
Can't heal Babylon.
Now Yahweh has remembered her. Now it's visitation time. You see that? So ain't no holding back the destruction. Ain't no peace. Yeah, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Yeah, ain't no healing this place. Ain't no, I'm gonna lock and load and have a whole bunch of ammo with food, and I'm gonna wait out the storm. And once the storm is gone and the sun come back out, hey, we're gonna be good. No, what did the scripture say, man? It said we will have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. So it's a wrap.
There's nothing you can do, man. There's no riding the wave out. There's no more wave, man. Yahweh Shai on his way back.
Yeah, ain't like you said, ain't no riding the wave out. It's straight wipe out time.
Straight wiped out,
you know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about with water. I'm talking about with fire. You see that? Straight fire about to wipe you out.
Get that for you real quick. This is the book of 2 Peter, chapter 3, And verse 6, whereby the world that then was being overflowed with water perished, but the heavens and the earth, which are now by the same word, are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men.
ICBM nuclear missiles also tagging along and coming along. The tag team partner of those nuclear missiles is that concentrated heat, them laser beams spitting out the mouth of the chariots of Israel, the chariots of God, cloud by day, fire by night, the white horse, swinging low sweet chariot, coming forth to carry me home, also known as the wings in the scriptures, or what you will know, or you literally call a UFO. You see that? Yeah, that's what's coming. You still holding that Matthew chapter 12?
Yeah, I got that Matthew chapter 12. I got one more precept for you, don't bring it. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 9 and verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire.
Exactly. This war is going to take place, and what's going to perform in this war is the instrument of war. And I ain't talking about the instruments that you used to when you watch ancient battles. We ain't talking about the sword and the shield clinging and clacking against each other. No, the clinging and clacking that's going to be happening in this war, the sword that's going to be happening in this war is bringing fire. All right, and that's them ICBM nuclear missiles, man. That's what's going to be happening. This is where you're living at. This is the point in time we in. Measure the time diligently within itself. You see that?
I got that Matthew 12 chapter.
Yeah, verse 25.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 12 and verse 25. And Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand.
That's right. So this is what you're seeing. You're seeing this man's kingdom being divided. You're seeing these damn NATO, EU countries going against the ways of this place that you call America, which is Babylon the Great. Yeah, what is that? That's Daniel chapter 2, right? So go hold Daniel chapter 2. I'll start at verse 42. You see? So these are the times that we're living in. So this war is going to continue on. You're going to continue to see this kingdom divided. Hell, not even just dealing with EU, what you would know as the horns.
Exactly.
The 10 horns. And not even dealing with the beast, what you would know as NATO. But just within America, Babylon the Great itself, aka also known as Egypt, you're gonna have the Egyptians versus the Egyptians. Yeah, man, total split within the kingdom.
You got Edomites going against Edomites.
Exactly, a total division, man. So therefore, this man's kingdom is definitely not standing. All right. So not only do you have once again division amongst the beast and the horn and the 10 horns, or what the scriptures would call the 10 toes. You also got the beef and the division within the Egyptians, which you would know as today as the Americans. Yeah, this is spiritual Egypt, spiritual Sodom and Gomorrah.
Hella divided, man.
Yeah, man, the golden city. Hey, I mean, once was a golden city. You know, once was a golden cup in the Lord's hand before he done tossed that shit in the dumpster. That's why you see the shit looking how you see it look right now.
Man,
this place is done, man. Man, toss that golden cup in the damn trash bin where it belongs. All right, so going to Daniel chapter 2, right?
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 2 and verse 42. And as the toes of the feet were part of iron and part of clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly broken.
Yeah. What is this talking about? This is talking about that fourth kingdom. Now, this is talking about the Roman Empire, the extended leg of the Roman Empire, when you get down to the toes. Yeah, partly strong and partly what? Partly weak.
Broken.
Partly broken. Yeah, the iron with the miry clay.
Exactly.
You see, the iron strong, the clay weak.
It can't stand.
Yeah, hey, exactly. It can't stand. It's not strengthened throughout. So yeah, you're dealing with the statue of Daniel. You in the fourth part of the statue. The first part, the Babylonians, they up out of here. They thought their kingdom would come to an end too. Where they at now? On the sideline, being bench warmers. You see that? waiting on their captivity. You see? Who is the next empire? The Persians and the Medes. Where they at now?
It's done for.
They empire gone too. They on the sideline too. You see that? Waiting on they pending destruction and captivity. Then you had the Greeks. Where the Greeks at? They on the sideline too.
Again.
You see? Following suit. And then we got what? We got the fourth kingdom, right? Which is the Roman Empire, right? Going into what? Going into that extended leg of the Roman Empire, which is what? The American Empire. Or what you would know is the American / NATO / EU or / EU, NATO, however you want to cut it, slice it, it's the damn same thing,
bro.
You see that?
And you can even tell America Babylon the Great is following after the tradition of, you know, that first beast, you know, America, the Roman Empire. Because what? The coins. Look at the coins. Look at the dollars. What do they all have? That eagle. And when you read the book of Deuteronomy 28 chapter, the Most High was going to send, you know, Esau coming into us as an eagle, or swift as an eagle flight, man. And even the infrastructure and, you know, the democracy and the
Exactly. Yeah. That whole government setup with the Senate and all that.
Exactly. Goes all the way back to Rome.
So yeah, all those kingdoms that came before this kingdom, they all got removed out the way, and this kingdom is not different. Exactly. This kingdom is about to get removed out the way. And as we continue to read, you're going to hear about what? You're going to hear about the fifth kingdom that's going to come into power. Okay? So for all you individuals that's watching these different podcasts, these different YouTube economists and so forth and so on, and they all on Moab's nuts, or who you would know is China, and they sit here talking about China is the next superpower, and they gonna have the say so in the earth. Use a damn lie. You see that? Hey, it shall not happen. You see that? For something else shall happen, man. For a certain nation of people shall change in the twinkling of an eye. You see that? Yo, and that's who? The so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American, which were the biblical Israelites, man. We're about to be changed before you people's faces, man.
Exactly.
That's that wisdom of Solomon chapter 5. We're gonna go get that next. But go on here, bring it.
Verse 33, verse 43, so like in Daniel's the second chapter. And whereas thou sawest iron mixed with miry clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men, but they shall not cleave one to another, even as iron is not mixed with clay.
Is that not what they did?
Exactly.
Did not NATO and America go throughout the earth, mingling themselves with men? Hey man, drink this wine, bro. Drink of this democracy, bro. Drink of my policies, man. Bro, it's okay if you let a man sleep with another man.
Look how many weird things.
You know what I'm saying? America, it's okay if you let a woman sleep with another woman. Just follow our rules, baby, and everything is gonna go straight.
You're just like us.
Yeah, you're gonna be just like us. You know what I'm saying?
And you know, it's funny. That's exactly how the Most High has it set up, man. Because now these other nations are, you know, following suit. They're like, man, this is not the way. Hold up, my kingdom is falling apart, bro.
Your kingdom's struggling, bro. You need some money, bro. Let one of our central banks in, bro. We got you,
bro.
We got you, bro. Central bank, bro. We get to print the money for you. You see what I'm saying? You getting a little jam. I feel your pockets, baby. I feel them pockets up for you, man. Just play along to my rules, man, and everything goes smooth.
You know what I'm saying? You be just like a man.
Play along with my rules and everything goes smooth. See?
Yeah, all these nations is figuring it out, though, man. That's not the way things are supposed to be running. So
and now, all of a sudden, the other nations, right? They shit looking like America. Oh, hell no. Fuck we done got ourselves into, man. The damn women out of order. We got men over here who got them doing all kind of crazy shit. Man, our banking system all jacked up. Man, what the hell? Yo, man, that's what, hey, what it say? The beast shall hate the whore. That's what's going on right now over there in EU and NATO. They struggling worse than the whore.
They even said that. We not even going back up America with this Iran war. They're like, nah, we can't even do it.
Yeah, they struggling more than the whore.
You can't even do it. Go ahead. So come, verse 43, and whereas thou sawest